Good to see you. It's Anita Gibson, coach, speaker, and educational strategist. And tonight, I want to focus in on focusing on your child's weakness is not the best strategy. Yes, focusing on your child's weakness is not the best strategy for success. And tonight I want to talk about why. So I have a question. Why do we spend so much energy helping our child improve a weakness? You want to think about that for a moment? Why do we spend so much energy helping our child improve a weakness? Well, I guess some of us would say because we want them to get better. I think that's fairly obvious. We know that maybe that weakness, or we're concerned that that weakness might be attached to success for their future. I could see that as well. But there's something you might not know. A weakness can only be, in most cases, improved to average. A weakness can only be improved to average. So no matter how much energy you spend, hey there, Rhonda, good to see you. Thanks for the hearts. So no matter how much energy you spend on it, no matter how much time you try to get the child to do better at it, they will still only be average at a weakness. So what would be a better investment of your time? Spending it working on their strengths. Exactly. So let me tell you a story before I go into that. When I was dating my husband, he was an architect, and he was really into architecture. And so we decided that we were going to start a business, and we did. And then I got interested in architecture, and I decided I was going to go take some drafting classes because, this really sounds great, and I wanted to do what he was doing. And so I took this drafting class, and I got in there, and I gave it my best shot. And I'm strong academically, so in most classes I take, I get an A in. And I went to this drafting class. No matter how hard I worked, no matter what I did, the best I could get in that class was a C. It was the most frustrating thing for me. I couldn't figure out why I couldn't get a better grade until now. As I look back, I understand that my husband was the architect. He was the one with the gifts and the strengths for detail and being able to draw what he saw and being able to, put things in order. And that was not my strength. It was not my gift. So no matter how much I wanted to do it, no matter how much I was excited about doing it, because it wasn't a strength for me, I was only going to be average at it. And so the same thing for your child. So if we want to get the best for our energy, we have to begin to focus on their strengths. Now, I always didn't really believe that every person was unique. I thought that was some hype coaches told you to get you to buy their products, or pastors told you to get you to believe that, everybody had strengths. But the truth is, everybody is special and unique. And God has given them special gifts because he has special jobs for them to accomplish in the earth. And so I realized, no, it's not hype. It's actually real. And the problem is we don't see our children the way they really are. We have gotten so focused on what they can't do that we have not learned to celebrate what they can do. Sometimes we don't even know what they can do because we've spent all our energy on what they can't do. And so that poor child thinks they're not smart. They're bored with life. They're probably having behavior issues for some students because no one is able to really see them, to be able to see the beauty of who they really are. And so tonight I'm here to change your mindset as a parent. I'm here. I want you to look again at your child. I heard someone say, if you don't like what you've been thinking, think again. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. If you don't like what you've been thinking about your child, think again. If when I tell you your child is amazing, that they are unique, that they are special, every child, and in the back of your brain, there's just a little bit of doubt. There's just a little, I'm not sure if I really believe that. Or you're kind of smirking to yourself because, no, not my child. It's time for you to think again. Because until you can begin to see who they really are, you're not going to be able to help them. Until you can see their star qualities, you're not going to be able to help them make those changes and begin to see themselves the way they really are. So I'm in the process of writing a book. It's called The Star Finder. It's going to be out soon. It's almost done. And in that book, it talks about parents finding the star in their children. And when I talk about STAR, I'm talking about an acronym, STAR, finding their children's strengths, their talents, their abilities, and their resources. And every child has different and unique STAR qualities. The S is strengths, the ability to provide great performance in a specific area, like being strategic, being able to think strategically. Something that you do well and you enjoy, that's a strength. The T are talents, natural aptitude and skill to do something like draw, play an instrument. You might like it, you might not like it, but you can do it. Ability is the capacity to accomplish something. So you can do it, but you may not enjoy it. It's just the fact that you can do it. It's an ability. And resources are assets your child and your family has access to, like a grandma who's willing to pay for tutoring, or an auntie who knows math really well and is willing to come and help your child. Every child, every family has unique resources that you don't really think about. So your child is a star. They have strengths, they have talents, they have abilities, and they have resources. Focus on that. The weaknesses will naturally begin to push back into the background where they really belong. The more you spend time on your child's star qualities, the more you will be able to see who they really are and who they really can become. And then you can begin to put the things in place to help that thing become a reality. Awesome. Yes. The book is coming out. We're just about finishing up now. Have one or two more things to do. It's about to go to the editor, and I'm really excited. I'm going to share it once I'm ready to do that. Once it's all done. So where was I? Your child is shining. They're shining bright, but something in your mind might be clouding and not being able to see that they've been shining all the time. You just have to think again. So you have to look at them with eyes. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. Appreciate that. You have to look at them with eyes that can really see, because you are the advocate. You are the champion. You are the change agent. Not the school, not the government, not the church. They can come alongside and help. But the greatest advocate your child will ever have is you. And you have to be able to see the path by which you need to be able to get them to move forward. And you will not be able to see it until you understand who they really are. So your child is a star. And I hope, as I'm closing this out, that you can begin to realize and understand how special and unique they really are. It's time to reframe how you see them until you see them as they truly can be. That's why I believe in PXL Academy, because we take those principles that I've learned over all these years of working with my own children and coaching others. We've taken those principles and we've inculcated them into our program so that we can help children find out their gifts and their strengths. Because once they find those things out, guess what? Many times their very thing that is a strength will actually pull that weakness to the point that you will have to stop dragging them and they will begin to pull you, because the strength, like my daughter, she loved animals. And so we used that strength to get her to read, which was her weakness. And so she began to read more because she wanted to know more about the animals and how to take care of them. And what is this kind of animal, mommy? And it's really very simple, guys. It doesn't take thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to turn your child around. It just takes some strategies. It takes some thought. It takes some time. You have to let some other stuff go. They have to become a priority, because I know you love them and I know you want what's best for them. And so that's why I'm so passionate about this, because I don't want any parent to walk away hopeless or helpless, because they can help their child right now, today, with exactly what they need. So if you know of a child in the Maryland area who might need a small hands-on environment, please check out pxlacademy.org. We're having an open house next week, April 12th from 6 to 6:30. And then we're going to do a showcase where our students are going to come in with the Christian Academy we partner with that helps us with group classes and those kind of things. They're coming in and these students are going to show off what they've been doing all year. Science fair projects and career day presentations and all kinds of other things to show people what they can do. Please, if you'd like more information, check out my page. The address is there. And if you're interested in starting a revolution, a Starfinder revolution, where we're learning how to make our students' strengths the first thing and the most important thing, inbox me, because I believe it's time for us. There should never be another third grade old African American boy being prepared or having jails prepared for him because he can't read. Because we should be strategic enough as parents to begin to just say, any school I'm near, we're going to get some tutors in there after school, because any third grade boy in this school that cannot read, we are taking responsibility for. We're coming alongside the family. We're going to figure out a way to make it happen, because we're not building and supporting any more jails for third grade African American boys. We're supporting being able to read, being able to find learning interesting, being able to find out who they are. And we're going to eradicate them ever having to even think about jail. Wouldn't that be a revolution? What's stopping us from doing that? Absolutely nothing. So I'm done. I'm off. I'm stepping off my soapbox. It's quite a passionate subject for me. I pray you guys have a great evening. This is Anita Gibson. I am a coach, speaker, educational strategist, and the president of PXL Academy. It's time for the Strengths Starfinder Revolution to begin. All right, Rhonda, stand on that soapbox. Awesome. And I thank you, Rhonda Nightboyle. I just need to shout out to you. You are the one who helped me to understand about strengths. And the thing that was in my heart, you gave me the words for it so that I could begin to translate to other people the power of strengths, so that moms can stop crying, stop feeling hopeless, Stop feeling like their hands are tied, because there is a solution. Help and hope are here. All right, guys, I love you. Good night.